Hold up.
He's just trying it on.
Viv?
Well, he is.
Just don't want to go to school, that's all.
And he didn't want to go to school last week either. He'd sooner spend all his time looking after that horse.
Look, let's get a bit logical, eh? He's never been like this before. Have you, Scott?
He's just letting us know how much he hates living here, and that includes his new school. Right?
This way.
Do what?
Yeah.
What for? What?
Scott don't want to go to school. Look, these are Donna's. That's twice now. I promised her I wouldn't say nothing the first time. But she's still upset by it all. We all are. No one's malingering. Get it?
I thought Kathy and I were finished. Ironic how it's taken something like this to bring us back together again.
Yeah.
What about you and Kim?
I'm more concerned about you at the moment.
Oh, they'll sort me out, no problem. No, the spinal injuries unit at the new place is brilliant, apparently.
Oh, that's good to know.
I hope you don't mind me coming with you, but I think Frank and Chris need some time on their own.
You won't walk again, you know. Ever.
Probably safer to fear the worst.
It's realistic.
He's going to need an awful lot of support.
I'm his wife.
Do you know when they're moving him?
Yeah, sometime this week. I'll just be glad to be out of the way for all the funerals, to be honest. I just hope Nick's okay.
They've given up trying to find Archie's body.
Nick's still having difficulty accepting it.
Maybe he's gone along to see Alice.
Anything you want, Ma? It's yours. Just get better. I'll even make the tea. Sorry, Ma. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't made Mark take back that blasted vacuum cleaner. If he'd been driving instead of me, it'd all been so different. Sorry, Ma. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, there's nothing I could do.
You showed up. Are you managing to get some sleep?
But that's obvious.
Right.
Archie was the best friend I ever had. But, it's Nick I really feel for. He still wants to find the body. Still can't take it all in. Still can't accept it.
He's not the only one.
No, I haven't seen him. I'm taking her home today, giving her a proper home.
Has Nick seen Alice at all since?
Not that I know of. And I've been here every night she has.
Real devoted mother, aren't you?
He probably doesn't even know Alice is here. He's still in shock.
Yes, but where is he?
Don't go.
Wish men were allowed to cry.
No, you can with me.
Public.
Oh, don't go.
I have to. We'll be together soon.
When?
Soon.
It's too long.
Don't want to go.
Then stay.
No, I can't.
It's not fair.
Come on. Your dad will be putting the flags out.
He doesn't understand what real love is.
If she gets any further down his throat, I'll have to operate.
She'll forget him in a month.
We hope.
I'm going. Good idea to get the house looking right. They've asked me to be best man.
get lost. Really hate him.
No, you don't.
I don't. Look, stop being so nice about everybody.
I'm not.
You are.
Are we having a row? Anyway, I can't help being nice when I'm with you. God, I'm missing you already.
Bodies are still being found. I'll try the police. I'll try everywhere.
Nick? What are you doing at hospital?
You and Archie used to get up to some right scrapes digging graves, didn't you, Seth?
They found Alice. She's all right. She's safe.
I know. Kids are safe with their grandparents, aren't they?
Aye, well, aye.
Should be all right with Elizabeth. I've got to find my mate. I've got to bury Archie.
He doesn't know Elizabeth is dead?
Look at Hutchinson's. Whole family wiped out. We've all been knocked sideways, Jack. Most folk are affected.
Look, all I'm saying is there's a whole sort of stress management industry sprung up in Beckingdale. Social workers, therapists, everyone.
But they arrive after every disaster.
Well, that's my point. I think they encourage people to be traumatised.
Well, of course they do. They don't want people bottling it up for years and ruining their lives.
Look, I'm not saying that people like Joe aren't suffering from stress. He was in it, he was there. But look at all those kids. They weren't in the stables, they didn't see the horses die.
No, they just heard them screaming.
And then them kids went home and tried to sleep.
Quite. And how do you think Robert's going to react when he finds out about his gran, who he loves more than you and me put together?
Ma's not dead. We keep a close eye on Robert. Make sure he's all right.
Ever heard the phrase in denial, Jack?
Yeah, it's therapist mumbo-jumbo for not facing up to things. And you're still wrong. I'm going in to see her tonight. Do you want to come?
That's what I've come back for, lad.
Going to see if I can work out how many acres haven't been ruined by aviation fuel. Might even make a pop or two out of the insurance. Got to get this builder off my back somehow.
Don't overdo the estimate, Jack.
It's great, isn't it? We're the ones who lose out by all this, and the social workers make a killing.
Well, at least he's consistent.
Here you go, lads.
Something bothering you, Alan?
No, not really. I was just wondering how you persuaded those chaps to move us up the list, as it were.
Just use my natural charm and your beer. Oh, relax. Have ready.
Pardon? Oh, this is... oh, it's rubbish.
Kindness of Samaritan landlord. It's almost subtle.
It's subversive. They're implying there that you're still, you know... Oh, I think people who write that sort of thing lead very sad lives, that's all I can say.
The people who buy it lead the sad lives.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. No, I mean, I didn't buy that. I just found it. I wouldn't pay to read that sort of thing.
Are you really upset, Alan?
No, not really.
Alan?
Well, I've lived in Beckingdale for ages. I mean, I know the people and I know the area. I think I would have been a very good choice for the trustees' disaster fund.
And this jeopardises your chances of becoming a trustee?
Well, a trustee has to be whiter than white. I mean, they go into your private life with a fine tooth comb. And unfortunately, this sort of thing still has some influence.
Well, I can't change my past. It's part of the package. And if it isn't good enough for your precious public opinion, then so be it. Oh, can I help you?
Mrs. Bell, please.
Medical emergency.
Nick, why are you still in hospital?
Let's find Archie. I want to see Alice.
Look, haven't you seen your house?
Where's your mum?
Well, don't you know? I
Oh,
mean,
she's
that's
taken Alice to the swings, hasn't she?
No, he's not been here at all. Did he discharge himself?
No, he just walked out. No one knows where he is.
We better go down to Pollard. Nick probably wants to see Alice.
He probably doesn't know she's still in hospital.
Come on, Cass. We'll go and find her.
Frank?
Yes?
Frank, there's somebody in the Woolpack you ought to see.
Not now.
Well, there's a funeral arrangements.
Later, Alan, please. I'm sorry.
Who's let Nick out of the hospital?
It's all pretty chaotic. It seems he just walked out.
He thinks my mum's taking Alice to the swings. Nick's at the swings.
Right, let's go.
No, please, don't get up. Thanks for coming. Any change? No. You should get some sleep.
I can't sleep. Even if I wanted to. It was good of you to give it the time.
It's the least I could do. On Thursday, we bury the whole Hutchinson family. Leonard, Elizabeth Pollard,
Mark?
Yes.
Should have been me instead of Mark. Should have been me.
You can't go on punishing yourself like this.
It's true. I mean, the last words I had with Mark were in anger. If it hadn't been for me and my big mouth...
Rachel probably blames herself, too.
No, she blames me. She's every right to. Whichever way you look at it, it was all my fault.
Mr. Tate has some important business to attend to.
Oh, I see.
He sends his apologies, but says he'll be here this afternoon, and he will, of course, see you then.
Thank you. That is most kind.
Not at all. Well, perhaps you'd both care to join me for a spot of lunch?
Well, we are
It's
not
on the
sure.
house.
See me.
That you would both be my guests. Nothing extravagant, just a sandwich and a bottle of wine.
We do not want to be trouble.
No trouble at all.
Thank you. That is most generous.
Splendid. Would you like to come this way?
Nick, are you all right?
Doctor must have been held up. Oh, there were a lot of people in the surgery, I suppose.
Hard to credit, innit?
What?
The landlord of the Woolpack shacked up with a prostitute.
Well, I don't think she's still in the entertainment industry.
He should kick her out on the streets where she belongs.
What does it matter what someone did years and years ago? Give the poor woman a chance. Oh, hello, Doctor. Come in.
Sorry I'm a bit late. Sheer volume of form filling that I have to do. Coroners, police, disaster lawyers. That's all I do nowadays. Good evening, Mrs. Windsor.
Thanks for dropping by, Doctor.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry. This is a bit rushed, so I'll get straight to the point.
Yeah, fine.
I didn't want to say too much in front of Donna this afternoon, but from what she told me and what you said about Scott, I'd say that they're both suffering from some sort of post-traumatic stress disorder.
Well, how long will it take to get over it?
Impossible to say. But I would strongly urge you to contact the social services.
No chance. We moved up here to get away from them.
Well, they're not all bad. Seriously, I think a talk with a therapist would help. There are several of them on the disaster team.
Well, can we do anything?
Yes, you can. You can be sympathetic, patient, and listen to them if they want to talk to you. Look, I know this is a bit short and sweet, but I really do have to go.
Right, thanks for squeezing us in, Doctor. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Doctor.
Good night.
When you found our grandson, what you did took courage.
Oh, no. It wasn't like that. I couldn't leave him. You know, amongst the...
We are grateful you did not.
It's what I could do in the circumstances.
This was their first trip to the West, which was why they took our grandson with them. Everybody in the village has been very understanding.
Yes.
The village burial is Thursday.
Yes.
Tak. We wonder if they could be included.
You see, we have decided to bury him, our daughter, and her husband here.
This was their last resting place. It seems right.
I think that's...
I understand if there are objections.
Oh, there won't be. I assure you.
I'm sorry to hear that, and surprised. I had no idea there was a problem. No, he's not mentioned anything to me or to his father. Yes, when he comes in, I'll certainly have a word.
Language barrier, is there?
Shut up.
There's bodies still being found all over the place, and you're whinging because Loverboy's gone up to Aberdeen.
Actually, he's just walked in now, so... Yes. Thank you for calling. Goodbye. That was your headmaster. Apparently you nearly ran over one of the children in the playground.
He's lying.
He swears...
He swears? He should be told off for swearing.
Luke's right. He was nowhere near running over a kid.
See?
He was a teacher.
They want to know if it's possible to leave the bike at home from now on.
Luke?
What?
Well, at least think about it.
Okay. I have thought about it.
Where are you going?
Out.
I think that was a no.
No sign of dear old Uncle Eric. I wonder what no good he's up to.
I think he's still in shock.
Eric Pollard in shock? Like Ellie is. Nick's in shock.
Nick's in a pretty bad way, isn't he?
Yeah, well, it's not every day you see your best mate engulfed in a fireball, is it?
So it'll probably be some time before he's better.
Meaning what?
Well, given the way he is, it strengthens my custody claim on Alice, that's all.
Oh, hang on a minute, Elsa. Where have you been for the past 18 months or so while Nick's been a single parent?
That wasn't my fault.
So whose fault was it then, Nick's?
He was my first boyfriend. I was too young to be married. Too young to have a baby. I was even too young to go to university.
Yeah, well...
No, well, I'm back. And Alice needs me. Especially as the dad's gone round the bend.
No, he hasn't. And it's what's right for Alice. That should be the only concern.
It is. Why else would I be going for custody?
Good boy, Samson. Good boy.
Same again?
Yes.
Please. Frank and Chris will both need your support.
Yes.
I'd like to be there
I
for
just
Frank.
don't want you messing him around again. And putting him back on the bottle.
I'd like to help keep him off it. I really mean it.
Okay. You're on. After all, it's his... No, it's your lives.
There'll not be room to swing a cat round at that funeral with all these television people around.
Yeah, not to mention the press, so-called.
Well, I reckon they should all be kept out and leave us in peace and quiet.
quite right, Amos.
If only that's simple.
Well, as far as I can see, it is.
So what are you going to do?
Well, clearly we can't accommodate everybody like, so we're proposing to move the funerals out of Beckendale, which would...
That's outrageous!
We've been down that, eh?
Ever heard out so ridiculous in all my born days?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's that? This lunatic here's wanting to move funerals to somewhere bigger.
What?
It's wind up. It's got to be.
It's an international event.
Event? What do you think this is, show business?
Well, it's just a proposal, that's all.
Do us all a favour. Forget it.
I'd like to point out it's not the media that's getting buried.
More's the pity.
It's friends and relatives of Beckendale. The funerals take place here, end of discussion.
Quite right. Seems pretty cut and dried to me.
Noted, but it's not up to me, but the police. It's a matter of public order.
But they'll refer to you. And there'll be a public disorder here otherwise.
Yes, well, also noted. I suppose I'd better get on the telephone. Excuse me. Sorry.
Nice one, gentlemen. I sorted him out good and proper.
Almost. But it is up to the police. And they probably will take advice from the council. I think I'll make a couple of quick telephone calls myself.
We should keep the media as far away from here as possible.
No, we shouldn't all.
Good evening.
Oh, yeah. Well, a pint of bitter, please, and a Bacardi and Coke.
Oh, no, then, no. Excuse me a moment, Rachel. Yes, Mrs. Windsor, we've all seen this. We don't need reminding.
Viv, what's got into you?
Beg your pardon?
I think I know the right place for this.
Yeah, good idea. I mean, who cares?
I care, Mr. Windsor.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, fair enough.
Alan, it's not worth it.
I'm sorry, Shirley, I think it is. I think it was Henry Ford who said that history is bunk. He was quite right. Doesn't matter what people were, it's what they are now that is important. And I make no apology to anybody for having Shirley on the staff at the Woolpack. In fact, I'm proud she's here. I don't care who knows it.
Good on you, Mr. Turner.
Look, I'm sorry about this. I really don't know what's got into her.
Right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things to do.
Well, everybody happy?
I love champion.
I just came down to say thanks.
What did you expect?
Well, I didn't expect anything.
Well, you know how I respect you. And you know how I feel about you. Now, hopefully, so do they.
There is a difference between being tolerated and welcomed, and I felt welcomed.
I'm not very proud of the way I behaved.
That's in the past and best forgotten, like so many other things.
Yes.